What do you do when you're hungry? Do you cook or do you grab something that's already prepared? Cooking is a great life skill and easily obtainable at a young age. I learned how to cook when I was 13. Knowing how to cook at a young age has helped me not only be able to prepare meals for myself when no one else is home, but to make wise nutritional decisions when preparing meals. Through this speech, I am going to address the need for people to learn how to cook at a young age, my plan to help implement this change, and the practicality of the change. Our first point is the statistics to support the need for change and the importance of getting young people to learn to cook. Many Americans grow up and never really learn how to cook. A survey done by Huffington Post states 28% of all Americans can't cook. That is almost a third of all adults. Their excuses most likely are, I don't have time, my spouse does most of the cooking, or I don't want to clean up afterwards. Many try to cook without knowing how to do so. This means they could be cross-contaminating foods or not even killing salmonella completely by cooking foods at the correct temperature. It is very important to start teaching people to cook at a young age. T. Colin Campbell from Center for Nutrition Studies states, I can't say enough about the importance of getting children interested in cooking at a young age. Because the kids who cook become adults who cook. If they grow up doing it, it will seem like a normal thing to do, for example, brushing your teeth. You learn how to do it at a young age, so you just continue it as an adult. If cooking was taught at a young age, it wouldn't be considered a hard task or a lot of work in adult years. Furthermore, there is so much to understand when learning to cook. You can learn the difference between a standard American diet and a whole foods plant-based diet, healthy and unhealthy ingredients or cooking techniques, and reading food labels to distinguish between real and junk food. There are many more reasons on top of the ones mentioned before why there is a need for people to learn how to cook at a young age. I think the plan to make this change to be very simple. The first part of my plan is getting the kids involved, as shown on the slide behind. At age 8 and older, kids can start to cook more independently with little supervision. There are ways to try to get your 8-year-old involved and interested in cooking. According to bbcgoodfood.com, children 8 and up can start planning the family meal, finding the ingredients in the cupboards and the fridge, using a microwave or oven, and opening cans. In addition to this, from my experience, I enjoyed mixing the ingredients and using measuring spoons. To improve my speech, I asked a mom who learned to cook at a young age and carried those skills into her adulthood, how she incorporates cooking into her children's learning skills. Mrs. Grindstaff is a mother to 4 young children, one of which is old enough to learn how to cook. She says, my kids have helped me in the kitchen from as young as age 3. They think cooking is fun, they love being involved in creating a meal for the family. Because I care about nutrition, they are learning healthy ways to cook all sorts of healthy foods, and that will hopefully stick with them through their entire lives. Finally, the practicality involves the skills they will attain and other ways cooking can be incorporated in your everyday life. Cooking improves people's skills, including reading, math, teamwork, and listening. According to backtothebooknutrition.com, people should learn to cook at a young age because following recipes improves their reading, counting tablespoons or reading fractions improves their math, cooking together fosters cooperation and communication, whether it is a couple or siblings, and following instructions to ensure the food tastes good improves listening. A child especially can benefit from learning to cook at a young age because they will carry these skills forever. Whenever they are older and head off to college, they won't have to worry about not eating a good meal each day since they already know how to read and carry out recipes successfully. They might just be cooking a lot for others. The other ways cooking can be incorporated into our everyday lives is creativity and improvisation. Making food can alter one's creativity and improvising skills. It might force them to think outside the box. Creativity can open one's mind as well. Lizette Ronda from harvardbusiness.org states creativity can become a competitive advantage for individuals and companies as it helps challenge the status quo in current processes. Having skills like this could carry over into the workforce and give them an advantage over fellow employees. Furthermore, they may have to improvise when designing a project. Because they developed and cultivated these skills from cooking at a young age, they can make use of their own innovating expertise in the work environment. In conclusion, after going over the need for children to learn how to cook, the plan to involve them in the process, and practicality of doing this in their own home, I hope this has given you incentive to learn how to cook more often, and pass down your interest in cooking to your future children. Cooking does not have to be complex. There are so many recipes, and many of which you do not have to be a master chef. Learning to cook at a young age will teach skills that will stay with you through your entire life and improve your health. So make the change today, cook more often, involve your kids, and make this world a healthier and happier place. Thank you.